These have been very difficult weeks for many of us. Conspicuously Jewish, as I left a coffee shop in the Canary Wharf Mall last Tuesday, I was accosted by someone who wanted to hold me personally responsible for the suffering in Gaza. Regrettably, Jews and Muslims have experienced a surge of anti-Semitic and Islamophobic incidents since the Hamas attack on October 7th. I don't like anyone to rush to judgment on me just because of the way that I look. Over the last few weeks, it's sometimes been very difficult to talk about how vulnerable I feel. Coping with strangers in the street or on public transport is hard enough. Many people have felt apprehensive even encountering colleagues at work. Conversations become stilted. I know that when I'm forced to talk in sound bites about complex situations, I risk sounding unreasonable, intransigent. Even describing a situation as complex can unleash a torrent of abusive moral indignation. But if I overcompensate, I worry my remarks will be overcritical, a betrayal, suggest insecurity, let my side down. The Jewish festival of Chanukah, which begins this evening and runs for 8 days, was established as a festival of Jewish pride. Its origins were in Second Temple Israel, around 160 before the Common Era, where Hellenists championing Greek philosophy and idolatry waged a campaign of religious persecution against Jewish study and practice. They brought idols into the temple in Jerusalem and sacrificed pigs on the holy altar. They force-fed families non-kosher food. They humiliated scholars and pressurized people to renounce their heritage and identity. The religious zealots, under Judah Maccabee, fought against assimilation and compromise, winning a victory against vastly stronger forces and overwhelming odds. They purified the temple. They found just a single day's supply of sacred olive oil for the temple's candelabra, or menorah, which was supposed to burn continually with an everlasting light. They debated. Light now for a day and then break? Or wait till there could be a continuous supply? They seized the moment. They lit the menorah, and according to tradition, the 1 day's oil lasted miraculously for 8 days, until new, pure oil could be prepared. The Maccabees instituted the annual festival of Chanukah, and we mark the victory and the miracle by lighting a special candelabra, or Channukia, every evening for 8 days, 1 lamp on the first, 2 on the second, and so on. You might observe that there are 9 branches on the Channukia, as we use 1 additional flame to light the others. To honour the miracle of the oil, we also eat oily foods like fried pancakes and donuts. But the main observance is lighting the Channukia, which is supposed to be positioned in the window so that people outside will pass by and see it, a shining proclamation of pride in our heritage and identity. As we light our candles, and in our Chanukah prayers, we remember the journey from darkness to light, from despair to freedom, and from persecution to redemption. Of course, my freedoms and self-expression should not come at the expense of others. But Chanukah is a reminder to be proud and confident in my religious identity. Separately and together, I believe that we can be true to ourselves, be proud and strong. It is certainly my prayer this year that with the blessings of a compassionate God, we will emerge from fragile times into security, that all people who are fearful and oppressed will experience personal freedom and freedom of expression, that even in cold winter we can move from darkness to light.